Well, it's Doc Martin again. For the Zero Channel here at KRAZ TV, this is the adult side of the website. This is a very sweet book and a wonderful, wonderful book called Naturalist at Large by Bernd Heinrich. Hope I didn't butcher his first name. Bernd. The best essays of Bernd Heinrich. Anyways. His father is an acclaimed. We got this book at the Pima County Library also here in Tucson. His father was an acclaimed scientist, got him interested in science and stuff. In fact, his dad has several species named after them. So, Bernd is an acclaimed scientist. He's done an author of numerous books: Mind of the Raven, Why We Run, The Homing Instinct, One Wild Bird at a Time, and he's won the 2013 Penn New England Award in nonfiction for Life Everlasting. He resides in Maine. This guy's been all over. He's gotten grants to do his work. He's gotten a lot of. He did his work on thermal regulation and studying temperature in animals and bugs, and he's so insightful. And it's such a sweet little book. And every one of these, all those illustrations, well, he's like that other German girl in the 1600s. He did all those himself. Aren't they gorgeous artwork? So he bought him a little place over in Maine, and he just got to watching nature. And he learned about trees and maples and why trees work the way they do, and well, he picked some ravens, and the ravens, he got to understand them a lot, but he said, you'll never learn their language. But he learned a lot just by being quiet and trying a few things. He noticed that he had these white looking deposits on leaves and stuff, and found out they were colonies of aphids, and how they can winter over and not be frozen. And I'm telling you, up in Maine, it's minus 20. So this guy, he's so fantastic. It is such a sweet book. So he's got mind-altering, marvelous insights, and over several decades, he plays host to visitors from Europe, cluster flies, and welcomes guests from Asia, ladybugs. And so he went to Botswana, and he unraveled the far-reaching ecological consequences of the elephant's bruising treatment of mopan trees. He studied the maple syrup harvesting of squirrels, which is very interesting. They have to bite through the outer bark to get down in the cadmium, and so that's where the sap is. And the sap only runs it a few times, and they let it evaporate so that you get a higher sugar content when they eat the little drops off. It's just a fascinating book. So, yeah. It says, some of me turns his great love of ravens into close companions for years, so he designs a unique experiment to tease out the fascinating parameters of raven intelligence. Where does a biologist find hope? So, there is hope everywhere as long as there's life. And an old friend of mine, he rode a bicycle in 1932 all the way across the United States, a one-speed bicycle. It took him 3 years. But his observations was you cannot destroy the life within something. So, with that remembering, I also did this is off the subject, but I did a report the other day on KRAZTV.com. It's called Sad Day in America. It's about a local grocery chain dissing a 97-year-old veteran in a wheelchair because he couldn't get up or put his billfold somewhere else or something. They ragged on him for just an ungodly amount of crap. So, I was going down the road feeling funky, and I said, I'm going to get out of my own. I've been wanting to interview this guy before because the Veterans Administration had screwed him over by not helping him out with an oxygen bottle. And because the oxygen bottle that sticks out of the wheelchair is not behind him because the way the chair is designed, They won't let him ride the bus or have the suntran that comes and picks up patients. So now he's really screwed. So, you know, I just don't like injustice. If you're going to do what you're going to say, and then, we've only got a handful of guys left from World War II, so he isn't long. He isn't long. But he loved me because I took the courage to film him and take his story. So go watch it. It's called Sad Day in America. It's everywhere at KRAZ TV channel. Well, that's my rant for today. Naturalist at Large is the book, though. A sweetheart of a book by a grand and wonderful person, Bernd Heinrich. And yes, get this book at your library like we got it at ours. That's right, KRAZ TV. And donate and support us over at KRAZTV.com. Thanks for watching. Keep reading.